every single one.
As it is, Morata is going clear, and there's an opportunity here to finish it off. Alvaro Morata in front of the Atletico fans. Set to the quarterfinals of the Champions League.
Who knew that goal by Alvaro Morata would not only put an end to the Liverpool run as a defending champion, but would also postpone the entire soccer season. How is it going, folks? This is Avi. I hope you're having a great day, and once again, thank you for spending your time with us. Today's episode is a full-on preview of the return of the Champions League. I know it sounds crazy, the league is over, the season is supposed to be over by now, but under these circumstances, while teams are still working on their transfers, we have a Champions League that still needs to be settled. We'll be discussing the new format of the Champions League, talk about all the fixtures, including the quarterfinals, and we'll round off the show with the questions from our social media and give our prediction for the Champions League MVP and the finals as well. So without a further ado, let's just dive right into it.
It's already Thursday. It's been a great week so far. Midweek already. The weekend coming up. I'm looking forward to the weekend so much. It's been a sports saturated week so far. Plenty of things happening in the NBA down in Orlando. Then we're looking forward to the Champions League. The FA Cup just finished last week. The Serie A just finished. All these domestic championships finished. Now we move on to the all-important Champions League. So in life, we have to remodel. So, according to situations, most of the curriculums relate to biological analogies. For example, camel have humps to store water and fat for energy. They live in desert. And for years, they've adapted to the situation or to the environment. And that's exactly what's happening in the world right now. We've been seeing things that have never happened before, like the pandemic. Who would have thought even last year or even 7 or 8 months ago? More than other areas, sports has been hit hard. Everything's going virtual. But in our case, or in sports case, can you even play from home? Or can you do virtual sessions or virtual matches? No, right? But luckily for us or for sports fans, sport governing bodies came up with ideas, and the Premier League has shown that it could be done. NBA started or NBA restarted. Now it's already almost playoff time. Great basketball is happening right now. The MLB sprint is going on, with NFL slated to start soon, in a month or so. Listen, the Premier League had 1,100 players and staffs. 1,100. It's a massive number, right? They had 0 positive cases after a couple of weeks of restart. And NBA has had 0 positive cases in the last couple of weeks. It's incredible, isn't it? And now the onus is on the UEFA governing body, the soccer or the football governing body of UEFA, and UEFA Europa League resumption. They have their own bubble, a sort of bubble, in Portugal and Germany. So we'll definitely look forward into it today.
Yeah, like you said, man, sports, it just reminded me one of those scenes from the John Rambo movie when Sylvester gets, shot by all those guns and he still manages to crawl back and get up and, tries to fight back the enemies. That's my view of sports this after the pandemic season. I mean, he was down and under, but managed to crawl back and, give us some hope for entertainment, actually. And speaking of the positive cases of corona, I mean, are we sure that NBA got 0 cases? Like, come on, I mean, it's 0 for the players, but what about the staff? What about the people around the players?
NBA would say the staffs won't play, but I don't know. Do you really think so? There's cases?
Absolutely. I mean, Florida is right now the epicenter of the coronavirus. So you cannot tell me outside the bubble, everything is falling apart, but inside, it's just like a heaven to players. I mean, and you cannot tell me that they got 0 cases in there. I refuse to believe it.
Hopefully what they've said is true and they don't have any cases for both players and staffs.
I mean, just be like MLB, man. I mean, look at baseball. They don't care. You think Rob Manfred is looking out there and saying, we should really hide the numbers? He's out there just making his money. He basically is thinking, give us all the money you want, but we'll play the season until your daughter or grandfather comes to the mound. We don't care.
So Avi, you've been on a losing streak lately as far as trivia goes. Should I still continue with it or let go of it?
I think I'm 3-2. I don't know what you're talking about, losing streak.
3-2?
Yeah, Steve Kerr and then Cleveland. So I got both of them correct. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
mean, I won't give you the Cleveland one though.
Fine.
I think you're 1-3, but anyways, I'll still go ahead with the trivia. So today's trivia is related to none other than your favorite Manchester United. So who assisted Cristiano Ronaldo's goal in the Champions League final of 2007-8 versus Chelsea?
Wes Brown.
You sure?
Absolutely.
Why not John O'Shea?
Because he's not.
Why not? John O'Shea was a better defender than West Brown.
Dude, I watched the game 5 times. Don't even get me started. Mr. West Brown.
Yeah, I just gave it to you just to make your life easier, okay?
Dude, you can ask me any United question for the past 5 years or the important games. You're going to get a right answer.
Yeah, I just made this question up so I could cheer you on because your energy levels were lagging before this.
I mean, I already got half a bottle of wine inside me, so I want to cheer up, man.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll get to a better trivia question later, but first, some sports update.
LeBron James says NBA won't miss President Donald Trump as a viewer after President Donald Trump said Wednesday morning that seeing professional athletes kneel during the national anthem caused him to turn off the TV. Los Angeles Lakers forward LeBron James said NBA won't miss him.
See, does he even have time to look at TV?
I mean, I see this as a win-win situation. Borussia Dortmund expect to keep Manchester United target Jadon Sancho this summer, according to the German club's sporting director, Michael Zorc.
Yeah, Michael Zorc. I mean, listen, they are trying to raise the fee as much as possible. They're selling him no matter what. His price is as the highest it could ever be, despite the pandemic.
I don't care what it costs. Get him. And finally, Oprah's real name is actually Orpah. People mispronounce it regularly, so she changed it to Oprah. How about that?
So Avi, I just gave you a warm-up question, so you could be prepared for the actual trivia. So here's the deal. So the actual trivia is, who's the highest scoring defender in the Champions League this season?
Highest scoring defender for Champions League this season.
Since we've already talked about defenders, a couple times, in fact.
All right, let me get to the end of the show and I'll probably get back to you.
Okay. Hopefully your phone does the magic at least. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, the Champions League got postponed. So this year, the format is a little different from what we used to have. There were a few round of 16 ties that were not completed, such as Real Madrid versus Manchester City, as well as Olympique Lyon versus Juventus, as well as Chelsea versus Bayern Munich and Napoli versus Barcelona. All these ties are taking place this weekend. So whoever wins from those 4 ties moves on to the quarterfinals, and those quarterfinals will take place this upcoming week. It's a midweek tie, and it'll be a one-legged affair compared to previous years.
What?
Do you not know?
I have no idea about it.
How do you prepare for a sports, Avi? Come on, man.
I mean, it's not my job, man, to look into the fixture and all. I mean, all I know is Champions League was about to start this weekend. And as a sports bidder, I know that the Champions League will be played every day, every week till, I think, the next month, I guess.
All you feed is your liver. You got to feed our podcast, and you got to feed our listeners as well, Avi.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Anyways, the quarterfinal will take place the middle of the week, next week. So when these knockout ties end, 4 clubs will be eliminated, and the 4 winning clubs will move into the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League, which will take place from I think 12th of August to 15th of August. It's a short span of time, Avi. They don't have as many breaks that they usually get, and it's a single-legged tie that we already discussed. So the semifinals will take place on 18th and 19th. Only like 3 days of gap in between, and a couple of clubs won't even get as many. Final will take place 4 days later, August 23rd, and all these games are happening in the city of Lisbon in Portugal. It's kind of like the bubble that we're having in Orlando for NBA.
Yeah, that's not my concern. The bubble, whatever, do your thing, all right? My concern is we're talking about Champions League here, and you're going to put games like 3 or 4 days apart. We're not going to get the great quality out of it. I mean, we saw in Premier League how teams absolutely folded out. I mean, the players were just drowned out, man. They were tired on the pitch, even though the bigger squad, they were rotating and all. But in Champions League, you have to play your best players, and there is no way you can expect the same quality from every of your top players in the 3-day span. That's just not possible.
See, this time, since we only have one-legged ties, it's going to be very interesting because
it doesn't matter. I mean, if it's 1 leg or 2 leg, but we're talking about a three days rest between the games.
See, I don't think any of these teams want to complain because it's the same for every team, isn't it?
I'm just speaking from a fan's perspective.
So see, the bigger problem here I see for like PSG and even Bayern Munich or Red Bull Leipzig, who haven't really played competitive football in like couple of months. So that's I see that more of a problem than a small period of time.
Well, Bayern Munich will probably be getting a practice game against Chelsea.
Listen,
but
come on, Abi, you played soccer before. Competitive fixture is a lot different than friendly fixtures. And these are Champions League fixtures. You're playing against the top players in the whole world, not just Europe. And you got to be 100% or 120% for each game.
Of course, I mean, I'm not denying that. All I'm saying is you can't expect the same quality in 3 days of time. Like you need to have at least a week gap so the players could recover and again plan for the next fixture. I mean, there's not enough time for it.
Of course. That being said, as a fan, we're getting a lot of entertainment, a lot of value for the money.
I mean, absolutely. Anything on the TV, I'll probably watch it. So.
Art, I don't want to alarm you, but there may be a...
Call it, take it quickly, Origi!
We might be prisoners of the moment, but let's go back a year ago. When we had those semi-final ties or even quarter-final ties. Remember, Manchester City played Tottenham and Tottenham played Ajax. All these games, those were thrilling games. That's what Champions League reminds me of, and I can't wait for these games. If even a couple of games are similar to what we had last year, it's gonna be fabulous, man. I can't wait.
Oh, absolutely. I'm excited, man. Look at the first game, City versus Real Madrid. I mean, let's go.
I mean, the excitement level, man, it's just crazy. Like, listen, haven't we waited 6 months for this? The best club competition in the entire world.
Mm-hmm. And matter of fact, probably the best 2 teams from each club. I mean, I know Liverpool won the league, but City, I believe, is still in the same level as Liverpool, and Real Madrid just won the league. So, I mean, this matchup, man, it's going to be a hell lot of exciting.
It's going to be a thrilling encounter, and we have our hands full these couple of weeks coming up. A whole lot of quality ties, and that Real Madrid and Man City game, it has so many permutations. And the thing that excites me the most is because Real Madrid have been amazing defensively. They have not leaked much goals.
Yeah, I wouldn't say amazing. I think I would just go on and say they just did their job all right just to get the 3 points. I mean, you can say defensively, yeah, great, but for this matchup, the defense is not going to work, buddy. And also, they got their second best striker, Sergio Ramos, missing for the game.
Yeah, he's suspended. But that's the point I was trying to make, because they're great defensively, but they're without their star defender, and they have to score a minimum of 2 goals at the Etihad.
Yeah, absolutely. What I think is Real Madrid might just be looking to, stay in the game for like 60 or 70 minutes, trying to get the game settled defensively. And maybe at the final 20 or 30 minutes, they might actually make a push for it. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking for a really low scoring goals on this.
You sure? I feel like it's going to be a high scoring encounter for some reason.
Oh, no way. Dude, this match has so much online for Pep Guardiola. I mean, he has to get this one right. He cannot just throw out bodies and get into attacking mode because he already got the lead. So he might be looking into preserving it. And Real Madrid too. If they push too many body forward, chances are City might hit them in the counter attack, and if they concede one, it's game over for them.
Well, thing is, Man City don't really know how to defend, and the way they defend is defend from the front. Attack is their best form of defense, basically. So that's why I'm expecting goals. Although they do not have Sergio Aguero tomorrow.
Yeah, but that doesn't really matter. I mean, for De Bruyne, he just needs the body in front. He's just gonna find a statue in that D-box area, and he's gonna push the ball forward.
It's going to be fascinating for sure because, see, Madrid needs 2 goals at least in the minimum, and another twist. Zidane has never lost a knockout tie in Champions League.
Well, I did not know about that one, so it's going to be a bit interesting for me. But again, if I'm Real Madrid, I'm just putting Casemiro and De Bruyne the whole time. You remember that game when Herrera man-marked Eden Hazard the whole game for 90 minutes?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if I'm Real Madrid, I'm putting one guy on De Bruyne the whole time. Do not let him go.
Yeah, but thing is, if you stop De Bruyne, the water flows from the other side. Silva, the 2 Silvas, Phil Foden, and all these guys. So it's going to be fascinating encounter. Who do you think is going to win, Avi?
Again, I wish City does not go through, but just looking at the scoreline and the squad they got, it's hard to bet against Man City right now. I would say City is going to probably get through.
Yeah, and they have the added incentive
and I hope
of
I'm
playing
wrong.
without. See, and they have the added incentive of playing without fans, which they usually normally do.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's going to be as busy as match day for Man City.
And that Rooney goal was enough for the 3 points. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero!
Let's finish off our Champions League preview, shall we?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, who better to talk about Champions League with a United fan? Let's go.
Let's go. See, we'll get into Europa League a little later. Did you see Jesse Lingard score today? Man, he's on a roll.
I mean, he's back. Two goals, 2 games. Jesse, let's go.
Such a highly rated youth product.
I mean, I'm happy for him, man.
Or a young prospect. Anyways, so Real Madrid and Manchester City are not the only 2 teams vying for a quarterfinal spot. Olympique Lyon and Juventus are vying for another Champions League spot, a round of 8 spot. This is a tricky tie for Juve because the tie is at stalemate right now. No goals so far. So what do you think is going to happen, Avi? Is Cristiano Ronaldo finally going to deliver Juventus the elusive Champions League?
No, he's not going to deliver the Champions League, but I'll tell you what, he'll probably score in this game and will probably advance. I mean, Juventus are expected to advance, but the way they've been playing the whole season is crap, man. It's crap.
Yeah, I watched a few of their games or even a few of their highlights. Post-pandemic, they've been horrible. Not just the results. Results have been fluke. Sometimes they've won against Atlanta. They shouldn't have won, but I don't know. Results favor them, and in fact, in the end, they only won by a single point. Single point.
Yeah, just goes to tell you how bad Juventus actually are. I mean, they won the title and all, but
or how bad the Serie A is.
Oh, absolutely. If only there was someone at least as decent as Juventus with that kind of money, they absolutely should have given a run for the title. But again, I'm just tipping Juventus just because of Ronaldo, because he'll find a way to get into the score sheet.
It's a really tricky tie because Juventus are playing at home, and if it's a goal fest and it's a draw, then Lyon go through. So it's a really tricky tie.
But hold on, but I mean, Lyon has been pretty awful too. You can't say Juventus has been bad. The Lyon record, they missed the Europa League this season after the restart. They've been awful, man.
Yeah, they lost that final as well.
So yeah, I mean, Juventus has to go through the Ronaldo, the team they got, the money that it's spent. They have to.
So for Olympique Lyon, their keeper Anthony Lopez, or Lopes, people would call him, he's vital to their chances. Moving on, I feel like Chelsea are in a lost cause against Bayern Munich. They're 3-0 down. Any chances, Albie, especially with the injuries they've had recently?
Absolutely. You know what? Chelsea is gonna win this game.
Are you sure, mate?
Dude, Chelsea is gonna get a 2-1 win over Bayern Munich when they play on Saturday, and I'll tell you why.
Because
Everyone
Bayern is gonna field.
No. This game just gives me vibe of that PSG United game where you do PSG has to win the game, but it was a scrappy, like kind of stay in the game, get the late winner. I mean, Bayern is going to put pressure on Chelsea the entire game, but I feel like they'll get a counter. And if I'm Chelsea fan, I'm putting $5 on Chelsea to win the game. Get yourself rich.
For this game, Chelsea will try to rely on their forward Olivier Giroud and other super sub Michi Batshuayi of all people, and even Tammy Abraham to score goals they need.
I know I just said Chelsea is going to win the game, but Frank Lampard would be more prepared for the post-game conference to make excuses rather than the tactical decisions.
See, also Bayern Munich boast not just a great overall side. Their striker Robert Lewandowski, who many believe would have won the Ballon d'Or this season, is the highest scorer in the Champions League as well with 11 goals. Yeah, he's been on a tear this season. Don't get me wrong.
It's that TikTok videos. If probably you would have stayed away from him, the France Football Association would have probably given him the Ballon d'Or. But yeah, it's a stupid little dance, man. You can't do that. Nah.
So you even watch those TikTok videos?
No, I don't. I mean, like that is exactly why I say stay away from TikTok. I mean, it just came onto my random Instagram feed, but as soon as I saw it, I knew France Football Association made a right decision by not giving him the Ballon d'Or.
No wonder TikTok is banned here.
Is he already banned?
I think so. I don't know. I don't even know.
I don't think so. It's banned yet, but they're in talks of it. And if Trump actually bans TikTok, this might be the only useful thing he has done for this country.
Moving on, the fourth round of 16 tie that's left is Napoli versus Barcelona.
Yeah, this game, I think this might be the last game for Lionel Messi in Barcelona shirt.
You think so?
Yeah, he's gone, man. Yeah, if he loses this game, he's gone. Even if he doesn't want to leave, I think Barcelona should seriously consider selling Messi, get that money, and rebuild the squad. No way they're gonna buy another star players and put it around Messi.
I tend to agree with the latter versus the former. See, I can't see Barcelona, or I can't picture Barcelona without Leo Messi or Leo Messi without Barcelona. I feel like the tactics he made, the thing that came out in public last month that he wanted to join a different club or didn't want to sign a contract extension, is just for the Barcelona elections that's coming up. He doesn't like the president, Josep Maria Bartomeu, and he's just trying to get rid of him or just trying to play his part. I think he'll be a Barcelona player next season. Further beyond 2021, I don't know yet. But one thing that I do agree with you is if Barcelona sell him or try to offload him, sooner the better, so they can focus on rebuilding. As stupid as it might sound.
How is that stupid? It's not stupid, man. Messi, if you're smart, leave the club. Go to Inter Milan. Go to somewhere.
Inter Milan to Antonio Conte's side.
Absolutely, yeah. Go Inter Milan and get the title battle with Ronaldo again. I mean, everyone wants to see that.
Yeah, that would be a rebirth of the Serie A, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, or AC Milan, for as a matter of fact.
Zlatan and Messi in the same team once again.
Yeah, I'm all up for it.
So for Napoli, the key here would be their striker, Dries Mertens, the Belgian, the diminutive forward who's always been banging goals. His performance in this game will be really important. And for Barcelona, this is a very important game. I feel like they have to win this game. They have to salvage this season. This is the only a big trophy they're trying to win this season, and it's a must win for them this game.
I know I just said it's going to be a last game for Lionel Messi in Barcelona's shirt, but now I think this is going to be a last game for Napoli because I think this is all they got. This is the best they can do.
Also, a quick note, Avi. Do you know the player Arthur?
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah,
he
so-
got
Yeah,
he
he
got
got
pin-
transferred to Juventus. He got
Mhm.
swapped. He was involved in a swap deal with Miralem Pjanic.
Mhm.
So Arthur is in Brazil right now, as told by the media, and apparently he doesn't want to play for Barcelona no more. But contractually, he's obliged to at least show up. So as a professional, just put yourself in his shoes. Would you rather just come and train with the team? I mean, of course you're not gonna play. I mean, or at least try to train as a professional because you're getting paid and contractually obliged. So do you think it's morally incorrect to do so for him to stay in Brazil?
Yeah, if I'm him, I'll probably get the money and just leave the club and probably get settled in somewhere in South Africa or South America and spend the rest of my life as a vacation. But on the football side of a point, yeah, Arthur is wrong for it. He can't do that, man. You have a contract. You can see your team is struggling, and for him to come out there and say you're not going to play for the club, I mean, geez, like, why would Juventus even? Why are Juventus even trying to get this guy?
See, thing here is, I can see why Arthur is doing it, but listen, if he comes to Barcelona and at least trains, that's much better than staying back home and vacationing in Brazil. Because listen, he's not gonna get any playing time, is he? He's already been sold. So why don't he just show up and practice?
Yeah, just like Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale is the whole story, man. Did you see he's not even in the traveling squad?
Yeah, him and Rodriguez both are out.
James Rodriguez, you're talking about?
Yeah,
Player of the tournament 2014. Incredible
think-
fall from grace.
but I think the real winner here is Gareth Bale. Imagine getting $500,000 a week, not to even train or play one game a week. For me, that's the winner. And you get to play golf.
Right foot across from him. Bale trying it all. Are you serious? Gareth Bale just on the pitch. One of the best goals you'll ever see in a Champions League final.
Couple quarterfinals are already set. Timo Werner-less Red Bull Leipzig play against Atletico de Madrid.
Yeah, this game, this has to be the most confusing game of the entire fixtures. I mean, you look at Leipzig, probably a good goal-scoring team, exciting team, and then you got Atletico Madrid, who is just dead, doesn't even offer anything except counterattacks. So
Going forward.
I don't really know what to make of this game.
See, I don't expect a whole lot from Leipzig just because their key talismanic striker Timo Werner is not with them anymore, so there's no outlet for that side. So it's going to be a struggle.
Why did he leave before the season even ended?
I don't know. He already signed, so that's what the contract says.
I mean, imagine Chelsea not making the Champions League. That would have been fun for him.
On the other hand, Atletico de Madrid, they've come so close a handful number of times in this format. They're known for their knockout games. Simeone just getting over the hump, getting over the line. You know what's crucial about this affair or this team, Obi? It's a dark horse, Atletico Madrid, and this is why. Their most expensive signing, Joao Felix, he signed for them last summer. He hasn't really hit the scene or hit the heights yet, But since this Champions League is happening in Portugal, he has that added bonus of playing at home. So we might see a resurgence of Felix. What say you?
Wait, did Felix even play this season?
I mean, at least he tried.
150 million for like what? I mean, what exactly does he offer in the squad?
A whole lot.
A whole lot of what?
Whole lot of promise.
Promise. 150 million worth of promise. I mean, that has to be the most expensive promise ever.
Come on, Avi, give him a break. He's a youngster, okay? I mean, it's not his fault that Atletico Madrid, forked out that amount of money. And young players these days, they're not given enough time, Avi. Sometimes you need a couple of seasons at least to gel.
Exactly. Then why pay him 150?
Why not pay him 150?
For what? What exactly has he done in his career to pay him 150 million?
That's not justified. I wouldn't pay him either, but Atletico Madrid were ahead of the game.
As of now, it looks like one of the worst contract in the history of
that's true. But give him one more season at least. I mean, he might turn out to be another Dembele here.
Dembele was a flop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he might actually turn out to be Dembele, or it might end up being something special. I mean, listen, Neymar. I remember when he signed. I mean, I'm not trying to compare him to Neymar, but when he signed for Barcelona, I think his fee was 60 million or something. That was a huge fee. That was a huge fee at that time too.
The only player who is more expensive than Joe Felix is Kylian Mbappe, and if he does even half of what Mbappe does in his league or in his career, then yeah, I'll tell you what, Atletico Madrid actually got a good signing out of it.
Don't get me wrong, Avi. I'm saying I wouldn't pay that amount for that guy, but right as of now, he hasn't performed to the heights that we all expected. At least give him another season.
Well, Simeone should be fired for this.
Talking about with Simeone, isn't he the highest paid manager in the whole world?
Mm-hmm.
That's
a manager,
insane.
Insane, yep. A manager who always chokes in the knockout stage.
But the hard work he puts in, man, is just substantial.
Hard work, like what? Cheering, I mean, jumping up and down on the sideline is not hard work. He chokes up every knockout stage. What do you mean hard work?
Yeah, but with the resource he had, I mean, he's punching above his weight.
I mean, the only punching he does is probably the punching in the air after Atletico rarely scores. But again, Atletico Madrid will never, ever, ever win anything in their life, ever.
See,
the whole club is placed there just to get in somebody's way. That's it.
I mean, they won the La Liga a few years back against all odds.
Please.
In the peak of Messi and Ronaldo, that's a huge thing. And you picked a couple of sides that won't win anything. Houston Rockets in the NBA. So it's interesting. We'll try to get the listeners going on this front.
Houston Rockets is equivalent to Atletico Madrid in soccer.
So who's the James Harden? Diego Costa.
Felix. Overrated, overpriced, choker. I don't know, whatever.
Always shoots from long distance. So the last quarterfinal tie that we're trying to talk about is Atalanta against Paris Saint-Germain. I mean, we all expect this to be a cricket scoreline.
Maybe not cricket, but baseball for sure.
Okay, I'll give you that.
7-5 PSG or 7-6 Atlanta.
I mean, who knows? Tennis scoreline. Yeah, so for Paris, their star striker, Kylian Mbappe, is out, I guess. He won't be fit in time. His ankle ligaments are, I think, slightly torn. It's a tough blow for them, isn't it? And against Atlanta, who've been a free-flowing side. You know what this side reminds me of? Ajax from last season.
Yeah. And I mean, we all saw what Ajax did at the end of the season, choked up a 2-goal lead. I wouldn't say Atlanta will probably do the same, but I think this is it for Atlanta. I mean, the PSG got a better squad and they should probably handle their business.
Yeah, but Atlanta are a dark horse, trust me, because I've seen them play a few times, and their forward line, Josip Ilicic, the Slovenian, who is doubtful for the game. And you know why, Avi? Not for injury.
I have no idea who that is.
So Josip Ilicic is a 32-year-old Slovenian striker or a winger who's come really good of late. Last couple of seasons, he's having insane stats. So this guy went to Slovenia to meet his girlfriend and finds her with another guy. So basically, his girlfriend cheated. So he's trying to. There's rumors that he might retire just because of the stress he's been under.
Sounds like your love story, man.
See the one.
Don't bring that up.
See the one from last year. So I feel like they're gonna miss him a lot if he doesn't play. He's their outlet up front, and elsewhere they have Duvan Zapata who is doing really good. Listen, this Atlanta side is fearless. Paris, if they're gonna underestimate this side, who's gonna say they're not gonna have another Barcelona game?
I have no idea any of those players who you just mentioned or the coach, whatever. I mean, like I said, this is the best they can do, and probably stay out of the tournament for next season so we can get somebody deserving. Maybe, I don't know. Like
What?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say, Avi? Come on, we don't need that for this. So, if you watch how Atlanta played against Valencia last time around, man, they're playing
I have
silky
not
football.
watched.
They're free flowing.
I have not watched a single Atlanta game this season. What do
Go
you want
watch
me to
it
say?
right now. Come on.
I mean, get the hell out of PSG way.
If you ask me who plays the best football or who's played the best football among all these teams in the Champions League, I would probably pick Atlanta. That's good. That's how good they've been. Come on, Avi. We expected more from you.
So, I mean, Bayern Munich, what? Were they playing baseball?
I'm not saying Bayern weren't good. I'm just saying Atlanta were good too.
I want you to sit there and tell me you watched a single Atlanta game this season. The whole game.
I did.
No, not highlights. A game.
A game, yes, I did.
Which game?
The half of the Valencia game. It wasn't live.
So you watched one half of a game and then you decided, you know what, that's the most exciting
I
game.
mean, I was the half plus the other highlights. They don't even show that on TV. What am I supposed to do?
Champions League is on TV. What are you talking about? It's on TNT.
But they don't show the Atlanta game. And when Atlanta's game is happening, they only show the other games. Come on, Avi.
Exactly.
You know better than me.
The reason they don't show it because nobody cares.
Nobody's not you. So let's watch this affair. Just because you said something against Atlanta, I really want Atlanta to win this game.
All right. You want to put a friendly wager on it? If PSG wins, shave your beard. How about that?
Say my beard?
Yeah.
What if Atlanta wins?
I'll shave mine.
No. I have more to lose. Anyways, we'll let our listeners decide on that. Okay? Does it sound fair enough?
I'm good, and I mean, if I'm taking PSG against Atlanta, yeah, I'll take PSG anytime.
It's Neymar trying to feed it through. It's a stretch, and it's in. And I can't remember the last time I saw something like this. Extraordinary scenes at the Nou Camp. Sergio Roberto, the substitute, is the hero of the hour, and it is the greatest Champions League knockout comeback of all time.
So last but not least, we'd like to take a few questions from the fans. So first question, Avi. I think I already know the answer to this, but I'm still gonna ask: Ajax last season or Atlanta this season?
I mean, definitely Ajax. Why would I take Atlanta for a team who I have not even watched a single game?
But
Get out of here.
did you watch Ajax though?
Ajax, yeah, fairly after the Champions League, yeah, I did. Like I said, I mean, if Atlanta goes past PSG, then yeah, I'll probably watch the game. But
I think despite what I said before, I think I'm still gonna go with Ajax because, listen, last season's Ajax, I've never really seen a side like that. Total football. It reminds me of Holland's 1980s total football. Just they had like no intention of defending, just pass and movement, like free flowing at that pace. First touch, boom.
Yeah, and funny thing, you said they had no intention of defending. We saw that in the final 15 minutes of the game.
Yep. So we've already posted this on our official page. Would you rather have 3 Champions League medals or 1 World Cup medal?
I know I'll probably be in a minority when I say I'd rather take a 3 Champions League road than a 1 World Cup, just because, I mean, Mario Götze won the World Cup, but where is he now? Like, what is he doing? I mean, come on, give me 3 Champions League in a row. I'll probably be relevant for another 10 years.
Yeah, but same. You could
But
say
the
the same
value,
thing
yeah.
about
But the value, of course, I mean, every player dreams to get the World Cup, but now everything is just love football, and I don't know.
yeah. I feel like from a personal standpoint, winning the World Cup it will be a whole different phenomenon compared to winning Champions League thrice. Don't get me wrong, winning Champions League once, not even thrice, once is so hard, so elusive. Ask PSG fans, ask Man City fans how hard it is, right?
Arsenal.
Three. So anyways, next question. I think it's more relevant to you. Golden Glove with a great defense or winning medal with a trash defense?
I mean, we're talking a team and a personal glory, right?
Yeah, but
I'll take a medal. It's easy. I mean, why would you take? I mean, I don't think so. There's any player who would prefer a personal glory over a team medal.
yeah, I mean they wouldn't prefer, but going through your comments in last episode reminds me that you'd actually prefer Golden Glove instead.
I mean, I do prefer winning a Golden Gloves, but not over winning the medal.
Okay.
I mean, Man City. I mean, Edison won the Golden Glove, but if you ask him, "Hey, would you take the Premier League trophy?" Yeah, in a matter of heartbeat, he'll change that right away.
He would, but he already did it last season. Anyways, is it sweeter to win the Champions League as a player or as a coach? Not that you have won anything, but
I
what do you
mean,
think?
the coaches don't even matter at all. Of course, the players.
You think
Why
so?
coach? Yeah.
I think it's sweeter as a manager, and I'll tell you why. Because as a player, you have the control over the game. Okay, so you're literally there, and you can actually influence the game directly. However, as a manager, there's nothing you can do. I mean, you can give the tactics to the player. You can say or you can ask a player to do this or to tactically change your position or play a different formation, different style. But you can't do anything about it. Just sit and watch. Sit, relax, and watch.
So how is that more sweeter than the player
More
winning the
sweeter
league?
because the hard work that you put in preparing for the game.
Oh wow! So the coach puts more hard work than the players to win the game.
Of course, I mean players do put their physical effort in the game, like while practicing as well. But tactically speaking, the coach has to be there at 8 a.m. each morning, thinking about the next team, how they prepare and all that. From that standpoint, I'm saying.
Coaches has to be there at 3 in the morning. What
I said 8 a.m. every day.
to coach who?
I said 8 a.m. every day.
If there is no player, who is going to coach?
It's not about just coaching. He has to lay out all the platform, all the tactics, all the formation. He has to, find out the videos or all those miscellaneous things.
But all those tactics don't mean a thing once you're on the pitch.
Yeah, but there's a lot more that goes into it. I think I don't even have to argue with this.
So you would rather win
Argue
a
on
trophy.
this.
So you would rather win a trophy as a coach than playing by yourself and winning the match by yourself. That's what you're telling me.
It's not a would you rather. What sweeter? That's what I'm saying. And I think only the likes of Carlo Ancelotti and Zinedine Zidane can answer this question. I think I would really want to listen to them instead of you. So Avi, do you have the answer for the trivia ready?
I think I already forgot the question.
So the question once again: who is the highest scoring defender in the Champions League this season? It's not West Brown. Okay.
Yeah, I think he retired a long time ago. I was going to say Sergio Ramos, but I think he was just good at good in La Liga. Can I get a team? What team he plays for?
Inter.
Oh,
That's
Inter.
That's the best hint I can give you.
I mean, the only defender I know is that guy from Atletico Madrid, Godin, but I'm pretty sure he's not the one.
Diego Godin, no.
Yeah, and I don't know the other player names. So, yeah.
I'll put that on your L column.
No, I think we gotta restart this because the score has been too much of a trouble for me and you. I mean, I think I'm leading 3-1. You say I'm losing 3-1. So
Yeah,
we're going to even this out 0-0. We start again from next week. So
yeah, we'll start next week.
all right, thank
We'll
you.
restart next week. Anyways, the answer to this question is Ashraf Hakimi. And actually, he transferred to Inter Milan just recently, but he used to play for Borussia Dortmund
No clue.
last year or so.
No clue.
Modric takes. It's a header from Sergio Ramos. Sensational finish. Sergio Ramos, the hero of the semi-final for Real Madrid, scores a goal in the 93rd minute, which saves their skin in the final.
So we've come to the end of the show. Avi, you got anything to say for our listeners? Except I beg that please don't hate on James Harden.
Well, it's not that I hate James Harden. It's just, how would I put it? I don't like him at all. Is that fair?
Fair enough. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not the only one you dislike, but he happens to be known by a lot more people. That's the only difference.
Of course he's known. He's known for his beard. That's about it. The
It's
choker.
just- See, I can't convince everyone. On that note, we're come to the end of the show. Please do follow us on Instagram for latest news, views, reviews, and memes. Also, subscribe to our podcast on various streaming sites such as Spotify, Apple, Google, Anchor, and so on. And even we are on YouTube as well. The Legion of Sports podcast.
YouTube, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That is not why I go to YouTube, man. I go to YouTube to watch those mysterious top 10 space videos and all those things that don't even make sense.
I'm really excited, to be honest with you. We've expanded our horizons. Now we're on YouTube as well. So our listeners, you can enjoy there as well. Although it's just audio spectrums. So on that note, we'd like to thank you all for listening. Do join us next time for more content, more news, more views and reviews. Till next time, goodbye. Peace.
Michael Porter Jr. is the greatest basketball player of all time.